Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Torment, Tides of Numenera. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as I have a chat here with Otero, because at the end of last episode, yeah, he is calling for Rin, and we have Rin in our party, of course. Let's have a chat with him and see what he is up to. Rin, the boy shouts, throwing up his arms as if to hug her. You're safe! She steps back, looking him up and down. Hello, rude boy. We met outside of town, Rin tells you, mouth tight. We started arguing. He helped me, but then he left. She glares at him like she's trying to knock him over, right before that woman stole me. His eyes widen. Slavers? Oh, they tell me they didn't. Oh, they did, says Rin. I told you what would happen if you brought them to me, didn't I? But I didn't bring them, says Otero. I told you I wouldn't do that. I was mad, but... He glares at her. I wouldn't. I didn't. She traded fear, he thinks. I was just mad, but I left and forgot. Nothing more. She traded fear. So he's lying. He's lying. How is that a lie? That's not right. What? Okay, so I didn't bring them. She traded fear. He's not talking about Rin. I was just mad. Where did you... Oh, he was mad at somebody. Oh, okay. So I think I understand. So, Rin somehow traded fear. Or something. He was mad at her, but he left and forgot. Nothing more. He didn't do it. Yeah, I think he's telling the truth, Rin. He doesn't seem the type to sell out a friend. And he doesn't. That's the thing. Well, Rin says, she eyes him distrustfully. I still don't know if I can trust him. He's a very rude boy. He stares at her, chewing his lip, clearly trying to work up the courage to talk to her, to convince her of something. Finally, with a wry twist of his mouth, he turns back to you. Look, he says, running a hand over his stubbled scalp. You hide it well, but I can tell you're new here. I ain't trying to offend you, but I don't like leaving folk new on Sagas on their own. If you have questions about the city, or Circus Minor in particular, I'll answer them, free of charge. His eyes steal to Rin again, almost too quick to notice. Of course, it looks like you already have a guide, he says, straight-faced to Aligern, although you might be better listening to someone with taste, or anyone else who doesn't think living in the underbelly is a good idea. We got that one already. He said that all. Yeah, little extra advice never hurt anyone, says Aligern, as before. Okay, let's see. Remind me, can you answer some questions about the city? Remind me, so everything, yeah, we've talked to him about enough. Okay, so he's just a little character interaction because of Rin, and a little bit more knowledge of what happened to Rin. And still genocide is over here, the last remnant of the last invasion, and all that. So about the Tabat, yeah, that's right. So, what is our objective? Oh, yeah, we need to talk to Bazar. And he might know where the creature went to. Because last episode we freed that guy. He just wanted to go away. He was really pissed. But he just wanted to go away. At least that's what my character thinks. What happened? Bazar hisses, rage blooming across his pale skin like little blotchy flowers. I have sensors. Expensive ones, down in the rift. All of them are telling me that the Numenera isn't there. His hands twitch violently as if fighting the urge to shake you or strangle you. What have you done? I decided to set the Numenera free. Oh, he says, blinking once, delicately, like a clockwork man. Tears bulge at the corner of his eyes like gems. Everyone I meet is a saboteur, he shrieks. You've destroyed my work, ruined my life. He waggles a finger under your nose. I won't forget this. Ever. Making a note. I'm not sure if that was a good choice. Aligern, did you like that? I think you would like that. The quest is complete. Bazar and the Beast. Yeah, he was... I don't know. This all kind of stank a little bit, and I just went with... my gut feeling. Really, it's all that it was right there. I just went with the gut feeling. Something that would cause as much chaos as possible in that situation. I'm pretty sure that the guy is gonna spread death and destruction all over. We'll see how things go. We need to go back to the Order of Truth anyway. because that's where he went, and we need to, well, I think that's where he went. I need to talk to Min, whatever his name is. Oh, Rin was saying, yeah, I don't know what this is, but she likes it. It's the, it should be around here. It's the aura. Bazar is over there. Good. Okay. So maybe we could have known something by looking at that thing over there. The enigmatic oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Hey, Min, I did bad. I did bad. Rubbing his temples with grease-stained fingers, the tall priest nods to you. Well, apparently the bad that I did doesn't concern you. Thank you. I'll see you later. Let's have a chat with Bazar, see if he says anything. Probably not. Bazar hums happily to himself as he dissects the Numeneran's memory organs at his workbench. Wondrous. A transdimensional power base. Who would have thought? Hello, he says, waving. Bits of Numeneran meat go flying in every directions. In every direction. What are you doing here? This is the Order of the Truth, he says, frowning. I work here when I'm not in the field. Did you think I spent all my time in Circus Minor? What do you do here? He frowns again. You really don't remember? I study biomechanical organisms. You helped me with an... No, I didn't. It's a bug. What is going on? That's a bug. It triggered the wrong... Okay. Yeah, that's a bug. It triggered the... Okay, so I wonder what happens. So, canonically, I think... this is Schrodinger's quest. That's what it is. I didn't help him, and I helped them all at the same time. That's what happened. I think maybe... he only has one state when being here, and supposedly when we don't help him, it doesn't leave Circus Minor, and because he left for some reason, the only state that he has got activated, because it seems like that would be the case. So we have no favor. Oh, we might. Wait a minute. If he's an important person, we probably don't have any favors with anybody. Well, let's have a chat with the council clerk over here, because we still need to figure out the other little issue with Error's debt. And then we're going down to the memo video or something. I don't know. So I'd like to talk about paperwork. I need that certificate of indemnity for Eritis. Yeah. Well, I could lie, but that's not gonna work. He knows everything. He knows everything. This is not gonna happen. We might as well just go up to the dude and pay him up, and that's gonna be that. Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do any favors to anybody. She is the lady of yeah, the time of the House of Empty Time. Yeah. So there's nobody else around here. Unless Sangolin. Did we talk to Sangolin? I'm pretty sure we did. No, he's the one. Yeah, he's the guy that sells clothes and all that sort of stuff, I think. So more questions. I'd like to see what you sell. Tell me again what you sell. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's basically what happened, and that's that. There's no other place in town for us to go. We do have a couple of gates, but we can't go in there to the council tower. So I'm thinking we need to take a ship. We do need to take a ship to the Valley of the Dead over through here. So we might just get in through there without actually having to, you know, get the favor through that quest. Who knows? Who knows? Without actually having to pay for Eritis's little thing. Basically, whatever. So who do we need to talk to? We have a sailor over there. I doubt that it's that guy. And we do have the helicopter over here. A laborer over there. The sailor doesn't say anything. Let's see what else we have. We have a Gibbet of Merchants. And there's nobody up.
I've been thinking. Have you had any other ailments? Fever? Sweating? Fever sweating? Oh, I didn't say I'd kept thinking. The thinking passed quite quickly, really.
Oh boy, these guys. So I'm not really sure how we do that. We'll figure it out. Let's level up first. So how we go to the Valley of the Dead Heroes. So I am in need of level ups. Okay, let's take that. We get extra effort if we need it. It wouldn't be too bad. Increased stat pools would be interesting, but I think the effort might be a little bit better considering all the wall things. So, yeah. Just go with that for right now. Let's see who else needs a level up. You need a level up, Mr. Eritis. Let's see what you're gonna do. No, just go with that. So I can go unlock an ability. he's got 8 at might and 8 at speed. He's not too bad. He needs a little bit. I mean, he's pretty good at hitting. So I think going for skills might be good. So let's go. Strat pulls and extra effort. Yeah, this one might be the best one. So let's see if I have an ability over here. Fell swoop. Attack an arc in front of you. Yeah, I want that, don't I? And over here we have healing, persuasion, initiative, endurance, running. He is really combat oriented, so let's just go with fell swoop right there. And that's gonna be his ability, because that thing is gonna murder. That thing is gonna be good. Okay, so that's that. Now, who do we need to talk to? Could be this. I doubt it. Wait a minute. What? How do we get there? It's clearly... Huh. It's clearly through there. But we never... Oh, we did! Oh, we did! We did, of course. Yeah, okay. So let's go to the underbelly. It's actually quite close, because the connection to the underbelly, just a couple of loading screens away. Yeah, so we need to go to where Matkina is. We're actually going to have a chat with her again, and see if she says anything new, or she has any news. She might not, she probably shouldn't be there anymore, although she is hiding, so she might just be hanging there. The fact that I know where she is might not be a good thing in terms of staying hidden, but, yeah, so we're going, I just jumped down the cliff. That was the cliff. I forgot about that. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, that's the cliff. We're still gonna need to figure out a way to get out of there again, but that's the cliff where we jumped out of, and I just recognized it. Okay, so let's go back up here to Skekt. See what he has to say. And, come on. And take me to... Oh, I need to ask him about this. The Cave of Last Words. Skekt travel egg friend to someplace and stuff. And Matkina is still over here, and I remembered her name correctly, which is fantastic. Let's see if she has anything to say. Agains. How many cast-offs are there anyway? I remember asking that, and there we go. Good luck, she says. Yeah. Oh, there's a... Did I... Okay, let's not go down that right now. We have other places to see, but what was that? That hole on the ground? Was that where I came from in from? It might have been. If that's the case, I suppose that might be a good way out instead of killing myself. So through here. Click that. Of course. Speed. Huh. A sheer cliff rises above the ledge. Its surface is rough and jagged. There are enough handholds that it looks climbable, but it won't be easy. It needs to be a check done. Oh, it can be a check done by anybody. Okay, she can do it. We're all equally crappy at this. You might be a little bit better because you have more effort. No, I have more effort, but I can't go. I can do it. Yeah, let's do that. 85% done. Let's go. Oh, I didn't read that. I apologize. But it just says the cliff edge and stuff. A welcome blast of wind caresses your face at the top of the cliff. Your companions follow the path to the path I blazed for them. Sure. Okay, and now we have this thing. Most of the cliff top is obscured by a dome of energy. When you get close to it, the air hums and your hair stands on end. Try to see what's inside first. The air sizzles as you get closer, popping across your skin like invisible jumping beetles. Then when you are within an arm's reach, a control interface appears in the air in front of you. It has a glowing circle with strange symbols floating at the edge and a vertical bar next to it. When you step back again, the interface disappears. Oh, that's terrible accessibility. That's awful. Whatever energy forms this dome is completely opaque. You can't see anything through it. Oddly, though, you can see the shadows of the cliffs and birds on the other side. Okay, my lower mystical is gonna help me over here. I'm not even gonna need to spend any of my intellect. It's gonna be fantastic. The circle is likely to likely a place to put one's hands or face. Probably the former, since the heat from the dome might burn your face. Presumably someone with the proper authority could open the dome by using the holographic bar on the side as a kind of latch. The symbols around the circle are unfamiliar, suggesting this installation is very old, perhaps predating the truth. And the truth is, as far as I know, just a language, but it might be something else, the language that they use. Whoever created this dome then wanted to keep what was inside a secret from anyone except those to whom he or she had given access. So that's they. As far as I know, when you need to say he or she, you just say they, and you will use it as if it were they. But it's still one person, you just don't know whether, you know what I mean? I think that's how it goes. Okay, so let's try to use the interface to open the dome, because I think I'm gonna be pretty smart at this. As soon as you place your hand in the circle, the symbols light up and spin rapidly. Apparently, you have the authority to enter. You slide your other hands up the bar, and on the side, the interface disappears. The air cools immediately, and the dome fades until it is gone entirely. Oh, okay. Got a television over there. Okay. So... Ooh, it's making noise. The machine hums softly. An orange glow appears beneath its dark, glossy surface. A large alien symbol dominates the space, with words in a smaller script on the side, but you cannot understand the writing. Even so, it feels like you've seen the writing somewhere before. Okay, let's try to decipher the text. Seems pretty simple. It is, of course, because I'm a master at all this. After studying the text for several minutes, you begin to see, or perhaps simply remember, patterns in the words. In a flash, the purpose of the device comes back to you. This is an omniscope, a device used to view locations from afar. The large alien symbol is actually an inhuman handprint. The longer list next to it the longer list next to it is a set of location names, and the shorter list denotes ranges of time. How far back in time the omniscope should look. You discover that you can actually read them all. Oh. Wait a minute. So I can look at places both in time and space? Is that what it is? Huh. Okay, let's look at the list of locations first. There are 8 locations listed, all of them within or near Sagas cliffs. Selecting one will presumably shift the omniscope to look at that direction. Caravanserai is currently selected. Okay, so let's keep Caravanserai to be the one. What about the times? There are 3 numbers here, representing a rough time frame, perhaps days, months, or years. The numbers are strange, but you are fairly certain you understand their meaning. Selecting one will presumably direct the omniscope to look at that time frame. The current selection is 1, which you take to mean the present. And you have 128, or which is the distant past, and a 12, which is the distant past as well. So this is a record machine. It's not a time machine or of any sort. It's not for the future. I thought for a moment that it would be. Let's place your hands on the alien handprint and see what happens. As soon as you place your hands on the surface, the machine reacts. The glowing items on the 2 lists blinks and draw lines to a rectangle, a view screen that wasn't there before. The screen shows the plateau of Caravanserai. It looks exactly the same as the scene before you. Okay, let's try in the recent past. It's probably gonna just look the same as well. The image in the view screen changes rapidly, showing Caravanserai over days and weeks. Travelers come and go, though the ships with the fish-like passengers or goods marked for Mura Jolio remain in their docks for a long time. Okay. Whatever that means. So let's go for 128 and view the view screen. The image in the view screen changes rapidly, showing Caravanserai over many years. The docks have been a bustling center of trade for as far back in time as you can see. In the earliest recorded time, you can see 2 figures standing atop this very observation platform, a male and a female. Bright flashes and gouts of smoke suggest a great battle taking place along the cliffs below. Until the man activates something on the control panel, a faint veil of energy encircles the city, and the tumult suddenly ends. I suppose that's the changing god and the other woman that I don't know who it is. Although it could be another cast-off. It probably is. I think so. Wasn't it? Could it be the first one? Is the first one is a woman. So it could be the first cast-off. Huh. We don't know too much about the unending war or eternal war or whatever that it is. It might have something to do with this. I don't remember. Okay, so let's look at the times over here and go into one over there, and let's look at another location. So we have the Reef of the Fallen Worlds. That's an interesting thing. Okay, so you see the half-sunken buildings and artifacts of the Reef of the Fallen Worlds where you crashed into the earth. Very few scavenger trolls the reef, perhaps because they believe there is nothing more to be found. Or perhaps out of fear. Okay, now about time. 128. So it's still the same time frames forever. So the recordings were done all at the same time, I suppose. Okay, very distant past. Okay, I know that. The image in the view screen changes rapidly, showing the reef over many years. The first thing you notice is the construction of a synth dome, the same dome you crashed into when you fell to Earth. A man with a cast-off tattoo works alongside various automatons. The cast-off is wearing tattered leather robes. An alarming number of wires and tubes protrude from his body. That's the guy that we know to have built that thing. Little else changes until you reach images from many centuries past. Massive war constructs crawl across the reef, firing weapons towards the city above. One of them is struck by a blast from a defensive battery, and it collapses into the crystalline water. As it settles, you recognize its back as the place where you met Koro. There is nothing before that assault upon the city. When you try to look further into the past, the images loop back to the present and start over. Okay, so that's a mech. That's a mech, not a flying machine. Okay, so recent past. The most interesting occurrence in this time frame is when you fell. There is a bright flash. You can see Aligern and Calistige watching the skies. Then Aligern twists his hands in the air, sending multicolored energy up into the sky. Seconds later, a white streak encased in the same energy slams into the crystal dome at the edge of the rift. Okay, so that's that. What about, so we have Cliff's Edge. Let's go with the Circus Minor. Let's just go through all the locations that we've been to. I'm gonna skim through the descriptions and I'm gonna only read if it really matters. So let's look at the present just to make sure. You can pause and see. So the crowd, it's all the same. Okay, so distant past, that's gonna be my way of doing this. Buildings rise and fall. One particular catches your attention. It is built on purple rocks and rises perfectly straight. It's a creature. Perhaps 50 stories tall. On its side is a magnificent mural of a creature. Or perhaps a tree or a storm, but you can feel it's a creature. Perhaps the creature... Wait a minute. We're looking at the cliff's edge, right? Is that what we're looking at? List the appropriate times. List the appropriate times. Circus Minor. No, we're looking at the Circus Minor. Huh. Perhaps the creature, the sorrow that is hunting you. Okay. That's interesting. What about the number 12 over here? Access the widescreen. You see a vibrant parade, and Ellie Gurn and Past. Okay, they're doing their things. Good, good, good. What about Cliff's Edge? Because we haven't looked at that, and we have the approximate times of right now. I always try right now because just I don't think it's important. It doesn't actually do anything there. So recent past. Okay, buildings collapse. See quickly. Okay, terrible things happen as it usually does over there. Distant past over here. The further back you go past, the more buildings there are, and distant past shall be okay. So it's all the same. Circus Minor, we've looked at that. Government Square. Let's go with Government Square. So this is the distant past. Oh, look at that. Centuries ago, there was some kind of rebellion. It spilled out from the bloom up to the highest parts of Sagas Cliffs. Leading the charge is a woman wielding a glowing hammer. She is covered entirely in silver scales. She doesn't even have a face that you can see. Her followers are numerous, and the leaders of the ancient Sagas are quickly killed or subdued. Huh. Okay. What about present? Present doesn't matter. There we go. And what about recent past? Maybe that does. Pale woman. Ooh, with yellow hair strand. No, it's the man. Okay, so we know what that is. So Caravanserai is done. We have what is Crafton, and what are these down here? The Bloom. Okay, so I'm back to interesting things because stuff that doesn't give us experience apparently is not very interesting. So the Bloom. The screen shows the dark chasm that, or chasm, I think it's chasm, that flanks Sagas Cliffs on either side, on one side. At the bottom of the chasm is a carpet of debris that seems to flow like a river from the junkyard north of the city down to the sea. In the darkest part of the chasm, beneath a cloud of greasy smoke, is a city-sized mass of living flesh. The Bloom. Its name springs readily to mind, plucked from your sire's memory. Tubes and tendrils sprout from the bloom in 100 directions, many of them attached to the cliffs on either side. Merchants and other scattered figures travel along the bloom's tendrils. A stone gatehouse, partially subsumed within the mass of flesh, would seem an obvious entrance, but very few are coming or going through its gates. A number of scavengers sift through the debris outside the bloom, tossing most of what they find into one of the bloom's many orifices. That's rude. Why, okay. Recent past. The Bloom sees a lot of diverse traffic, merchants, refugees, and destitute. A number of shady figures enter, and it's basically not a single levy. Okay, we need to go there to see all that, but yeah. Okay. Oh, there we go. The further into the past you look, the farther north the Bloom is. It looks like it is moving very slowly south over time, less than a finger's length per year, towards the sea. It's just falling then, I guess. It makes sense. If it's a creature and sitting down, you kind of tend to go towards the edge of the seat, don't you? Anyway. Let's see. What is Crafton over here? Because that one, I don't think we have heard of. Let's look at the present. Hopefully it's just a barren wasteland right now and we can just... Oh, let's find something that doesn't exist anymore. The screen shows an area north of Sagas Cliffs, below the crag of the city, where the land stretches out to the horizon. Amidst the maze of bluffs and outcroppings is all manner of debris, most of it predating the Ninth World. Metal and synthed monoliths rise from a field of scrap. A functioning machine perches on the edge of an enormous pit. Strange plants and vines struggle to reclaim the land. It's even more cluttered and fantastic than the Reef of Fallen Worlds. So it was a little bit like that. Huh. Scavengers wander the maze, not all of them human. They pick out whatever Numenera or scraps they can find. Okay, let's look at the recent past. Okay, there we go. Okay, I know that. Scavengers come and go. A small campfire catches your eye. An oddity in the junkyard. Rin's small figure hunches over it. She looks scared. Oh. She was from there? We need to go there. But okay, what about the distant past? Okay, I know that. Scavengers come and go. The enormous pit grows slowly larger. In the more distant past, a wall stretches across the junkyard, bristling with northward-facing batteries to protect the city from attack. But as time passes, the wall is abandoned, the batteries crumble into ruin, and the wall structure is subsumed beneath the surrounding trash. Whoever wrote this really liked that word, because it doesn't appear anywhere else in the game. Well, so far, anyway. So let's go. This is the distant past for that other place. We have Garavia. You touch the name. Okay, so that's good. Let's look at the current. I think I've heard Garavia before, and I even said Garavia rather than Garavia or something. The view screen shows the vast sea to the south. Two peninsulas embrace the waters for many kilometers. Then the sea stretches out to the horizon. The sea is placid. A small number of ships ply the harbor, seeking fish or sunken artifacts. Okay, so let's see recent past. Right there, need to click that again. Strange ships come and go, both sea and air, bridging trade goods from places you cannot see beyond the horizon. Okay, so that's the same thing. What about the distant past over here? Anything interesting? No. A long time ago, the cliffside had defensive batteries built into the rock. All of these have collapsed or fallen into ruin. An enormous marteling whale, I don't know what that is, but that sounds interesting, glides into the bay with a small village built on its back. Before it can reach the cliffs, the batteries thunder into life, destroying the whale and the entire village. What was that? Martelling whale? What the hell? Sure, I mean, something, they didn't like the whale, or the people that lived on it, or in it, who knows? Anyway, it was an enormous beast, and they were afraid. Who can blame them? Who can blame them? Anyway, we are out of time for the day, so let's mess around with these things on the next episode, and then come back and just do other stuff. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Torment, Tides of Numenera. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.